Have you ever looked at a plumber's invoice and thought to yourself, how could it cost that much?
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Keep him talking.
I've been a plumber for over 23 years and I've heard this so many times, but today I'm going to explain why people think plumbers are ripping them off and why also some other plumbers have unfortunately earned that reputation. So we've got to ask ourselves, where did the mistrust come from? The mistrust come from road trades TV shows, cowboy plumbers, TV shows which expose bad workmanship, yeah? And we've also got the neighbour who tells the story, like, Carol, guess what, I had these plumbers in and they totally fucked up the kitchen, they done this, there was water pissing out the wall, drilled holes in the place. You know, she was upset. So that now pushes that story of bad plumber online. And I can tell you a few stories where Road Trekker Trader was at a company where I used to work for, and they were getting exposed for ripping people off for selling plumbing courses. Access training is what they're called, actually. And other ones where customers have called me round and said, look, had this person come round, they're fitting in a washing machine, my place is flooded, I want someone who knows what they're doing, and I need to get a professional in, so that's why I've called you. Could you come round like in the next hour? And again, you have to have your professional hat on, because someone's got to sort out this mess. Let's explain that 15-minute job myth. If I turn up to your house as a plumber who's been in the industry for 23 years and been a qualified plumber for 23 years, my speed of diagnosing a job is going to be very different to other people. I might see the problem before you even tell me what it is. All I need to do is understand the circumstances. Oh, what happened? Right, okay. Know where to look, know what to turn off, know what to replace. And when a customer sees you there for 15 minutes, but you end up with £200, they're not understanding that it was 23 years of learning what went into those 15 minutes. And it wasn't just, boom. There'd been 1,000 jobs what I had done before, which are exactly similar. Know what to do, execute it, get it done right. The mistake is that people just don't understand that you're paying for that experience as well as everything what comes with it on top of it. So all the times that I've made mistakes, I'm now profiting from not making the mistakes and not making any mistakes, and it running as smooth as possible. But that's what that clears up. When you're able to turn up, problem solve, while talking to the customer, and through your own experience on several jobs which were exactly the same, you wanted the same outcome. So what I've done is I turned that off, isolated that, removed this pipe work, done that, tightened it back up, tested it, all working fine. That's what you're paying for. Let's talk about the stuff what customers never see. Customers never see or understand that as a tradesperson who is a plumber going into properties, homes, I need to pay something which is called public liability insurance. So if I damage your property, you can now claim against me. This is a cost what a business runs into as overheads and costs, right? Your van costs. And I do want to say the public liability insurance can fluctuate depending on what type of work you do. So it depends on what type of cover you need, because that depends on what type of properties you are going to, because it values you up to a certain amount, 5 million, 10 million, 30, 40, 50. You understand? comprendre. Right. So your van cost is definitely one which is very expensive. Fuel and diesel happens to be expensive as well. Surprise, surprise. Specialist tools. Me as a plumber, I do need some specialist tools when it comes to, like, I done a guttering project not too long ago, right? And I could have done with a Hoover which had a vacuum which just deals with dust, right? Because I would have been able to put the grinder onto the Hoover and allow all of the dust to be collected in the bag and not float all around the room. So that way we didn't have to have an extra cleaning crew come in and clean up and help from all of the dust. So that would have saved so much time and effort, but that tool is £1,500. The Pacific Hoover, what I'm talking about. And yes, it is a Milwaukee one if you're asking. Training definitely cost us money. Certificates, right? People don't think that when you're just a plumber, that's it, that's all the certificates you need. No, you need your basic certificates, and then you need added additional certificates to take on certain types of work, right? Let's say if I was working and there was pipe work being run at high level, yeah, I might need an IPAF so I can do the pipe work up when I'm in the IPAF unit and I'm at high level, because you won't be working off steps, would you? Do you get it? It's the iceberg. Right, let's keep going. Admin and tax, quotes. These are all things which take up time. It takes up time to find an accountant. It takes up time to be able to do your admin, your quotations, getting back to customers. All of these things are time consuming things which happen. Stock. I've got about £1,500 worth of plumbing stock at my home property just in case I need to do a job. That all costs. Another big cost of mine is going on the internet and actually searching stuff up. It takes me time to be able to search who's got the fair price when it comes to pipe, who's got a certain amount of clips, what I might need, Munson rings, who's got boilers, what I might need to install. Do you get it? They're all time consuming situations which all plumbers have to do to earn a living before they're even making anything. All these things are costing, constantly costing. So these are the things what customers don't see. Let's just be honest now, not every plumber deserves trust. And these are the things you find people do to discredit themselves from earning that trust from customers, which is starting from the beginning. You know, when your day starts, don't turn up late, you know, not answering your phone. I've been with plumbers and their phone is ringing, ringing, ringing. It's one customer, it's two customers ringing them. Where are you, mate? Where are you, mate? Poor communication. That's what that is. Not answering your phone. Poor communication. Inflated invoices. That's what will kill your business, is inflating the price because you're broke this week and you feel like you need GTA 6 in your life, so you think someone's going to pay for it. Work your way up there, my boys. Bad workmanship, yeah? So if you are a sloppy plumber, if you're slap that dash wallop, get it done person that doesn't stand back, look at their work and say, is this worth the money what I'm charging for it? Is this the going rate? Is this something that I can look back and be proud of my work? They're the people who were saying just don't deserve that level of trust. That's all it is. It's nothing personal. I just want to say this to you guys. Good plumbers ain't charging to pick up a spanner. They're charging because they know which one to pick up, right? So just take that method with you wherever you go in life and understand, if you know your stuff, yeah, you can charge the going rate. When you're learning your craft, you're not understanding where you sit on the margin of what you should be charging. But I've made a few YouTube videos to kind of help people out with pricing your first job, how to make sure you're doing it properly. And I will show it on the screen now. This is the video. So definitely do look out for that. And over my years, I've learned so many different things, it would be impossible to include it in one video. But some of the key points which I want to touch on is there's always two sides to the coin, right? The customer wants to be right. As a plumber, you've got to try and give someone a fair deal. Everybody wants to try and get a fair deal. Fair deal for your time and your effort and what you bring to the table. And the customer would like a good job done, someone who's clean, tidy, respectful, and someone that turns up on time and is able to execute the job which is on the table for you to do. So don't think too hard into it, but having to incorporate standards to your work is something that you should naturally do. And if you're struggling with that, you should just subscribe to the community. It's just that simple. I make loads of videos like this talking about how plumbers can get better at what they do, but also how customers can also understand what we do as plumbers, because I feel a lot of the time people see you come and they go. They rarely get to have conversations with you or understand what you went through to get to that point. I look very young, right? So I have to explain to people many a times, I've been a plumber for 23 years, you know, long time. Oh, okay. It does make people look at me a little bit different, but I show my quality within my work and my attitude towards it as well. It's just simple. But if you're at your learning stage, there are many things to learn on this lesson. So my best advice to you is to subscribe to the community. I'm out.